Are you hunting for those rare blueprints, but tired of farming these same old spots and getting the patina every time? Well, Raiders, you're in luck. Today we check out this insane loot run that can spawn Wolfpack grenades, silencers, and bunch of attachments for your guns. I ran this route for just 1 hour in night mode and managed to snag both the Wolfpack BP and the Anvil Silencer BP. Absolutely crazy. This run takes place on damn battlegrounds. And while it shines during night mode, I even pulled a full solid blueprint during the day as well. Let's head topside and let's jump into this run. So this is our loot route. We're hitting the residential areas on the top of the map. That's right, the unloot rarity buildings at the top of the map are the ones that have the hidden BPs. Big shout out to NGU York, because he's the first person I saw who shooed this route. Let's take you on this little loot route right now. Our first destination, the Pale Apartments. So let's get over there. So this is our first building. Most of the buildings have this same layout, so it's very easy to loot all of them. You'll get a bin at the bottom of the stairs, what can normally give you a couple of sellable goods, but in general, you don't really get the blueprints from these. You then want to head yourself up 1 floor and come around this corner, and then you'll get your first kitchen area. This is the most likely area to get a blueprint, and that's from the shelves and the drawers in this area. You also get a couple of other little bits, but we're basically going to loot every single one of these little rooms, and my inventory management is probably going to be a little bit poor during this first section of the game. But when you go in the back room, you can also find yourself some more trinkets, and there's lots of little bits you can loot here and there. This run is extremely good for wires and fabric, so also good for that. Once you've done that room, head yourself upstairs, and you'll have another symmetrical room to the one that you just looted. Once again, this may not spawn as many shelves, but there are secret little cupboards in the back and that where you can get gun parts, duct tape, and other little bits as well. We have a small kitchen here where we're going to loot, and you can see some more trinkets, some little bits here and there for some sensors, some processors, just lots of little bits which are really handy to get. And this is where we kind of have our chance of getting the blueprints, is in these shelves. Once you've looted this one kind of section of a building, most of these buildings have 2 floors apart from the last one, you can then work yourself around the back of the stairs, which will also have a random loot spot as well. So after looting that, you just got to head yourself to the next building, because that building is pretty much done. So right here, as you can see, another little loot section where items can spawn. We got a computer there, which I believe gives us a programmer or a sensor, which is also really handy for crafting these items. So as you can see here, we now have an exact same building once again. We're going to loot the bin downstairs, see if we get any nice trinkets. We don't. But lots of metal parts, random little wire parts, and get ourselves into this symmetrical room once again. And we see here's the same kitchen we just looted, and this is where we have the chance of getting our blueprints. Now, in the Pale Apartments, there is only 2 buildings, so there is a little bit less of a chance in this section of the map compared to the Ruby Residence, which is the next part we will head off to. As you can see, once again, we're getting little bits of trinkets, a lot of items here just for randomly looting. I'm just picking everything up right now just to see what we kind of get, just in case we don't get any blueprints. As a reminder, this is one of my second runs doing this and retrieving the blueprints, so I'm just trying to get items even if I don't get the blueprints in this run. Couple of trinkets though, nice little bit of cash, and after we've looted the second floor there, we're just going to go check behind the stairs, and then we can jump out. Just make sure I didn't miss anything on the way. There are sometimes some little hidey boxes around. So we're going to head ourselves upstairs, and then the exact same room. Once again, this is basically the routine for the next 10 minutes. Toasters are really good for wires, so I normally get them and scavenge them. I wasn't scavenging them on the run because I was thinking about taking them back to see what double resources they'd give for scrapping. But I think I give up that idea now that I'm over encumbered and just kind of want to get rid of them. And we also get a little container here, which could also spawn a blueprint, but we get unlucky and don't get anything in that straight away. This is where I'm thinking about my storage space right now. You can see I'm going to get a sensor and all that. I'm trying to see what I actually want and need. Rubber parts are really handy for crafting, so I'm trying to just balance my load out. We're going to salvage some processors here, get some more wires, some sensors. All very handy items you can get in this area compared to some of the other places on the map. As you can see, professional loots are here. And all scavenged up, we can now loot things again. Make sure we didn't miss anything. And check behind them stairs just one more time. Because blueprints can also spawn in this little container here as well. As soon as we've done that, we can just jump out of the window and do a little roll to take no fall damage. We're now going to head ourselves over to Ruby Residence, which is our next chance at blueprints. Now at Ruby Residence, we have 3 of these buildings in this area, which gives us a little bit more of a chance of finding a blueprint. These buildings also have the same layout as the buildings we were just in, so very handy to know where to go. And as you can see, each building has a random chance of spawning a shelf in or a closet, so you don't really know what you're going to get on your run due to that. But we are stacking up on a lot of fabric and plastic here without having to really worry. And you can actually kind of get yourself a decent amount of XP by looting everything on this run. You do get some suitcases, which gives you a chance as well. You can see you can get some gun parts in here as well, which are very handy to get. And right now, this place isn't contested. I'm guessing after a couple days, after this loot run starts to get known, this will be contested a lot more. We're going to head ourselves upstairs. Like I said, once again, each of these buildings are a repeat of the buildings we were just in, which gives us another chance. So we can just head ourselves upstairs and have a little bit more of a loot. See, mod components, more heavy gun parts, all in a unlooted area, per se. This area isn't marked on the map as a good loot area, but for some reason seems to contain some of the best loot on the map. I'm trying to leave a space here now in my inventory just so I can scrap things on the run. All these fridges also give a couple of seeds, so if you're trying to get a couple of seeds for some more magnets or whatever, it can also be extremely handy. We haven't got any blueprint yet, but you got to remember this is one run right now. And no matter how good a loot run kind of is, you're still going to need a little bit of luck. So we've still got a lot of buildings to go. We've still got 2 more buildings here, and then we have the pattern house, which has an even higher spawn of blueprints, which is the better building in the whole area. But here we go to our next Ruby Residence area. Once again, we have the bins downstairs, some power cables if you're looking for them. Some people may be. We've got some more wires, but I'm going to scrap them for now just to keep the whole so I can loot anything as quickly as I need to. Repeat of the last building once again. Try and get them kitchen shelves searched as quick as possible. Got the humidifier there, which is handy. That is needed for the expedition, which is coming up soon. Trying to make some space in my inventory. See if we can get any more trinkets. We've got a few photo frames. I don't think they sell for too much, but hey, every little bit helps. Rubber parts again. I really need these. I don't know if anyone else is slacking. These give a lot of springs, so just got to make sure you check everything. Let's head ourselves upstairs once again for a repeat of the last building area. Just making sure where our extraction is right now, so makes a perfect run that our extraction is there on a night mode. Makes it much easier. And we did get a very good spawn for this run as well. You also do have a chance of a couple guns spawning, which can be handy. Unfortunately, this isn't the best gun in the game, but hey, why not? We'll take it. Let's search the drawers and the closets once again. The cupboards. I keep calling them closets. Cupboards. Check the cupboards. So you can see we haven't been too lucky so far, but we are getting a lot of materials anyway for a random safe solo run. And all of these drawers and cupboards all have a chance of spawning blueprints. And it may be a low percentage, but I haven't seen the patina yet while doing this. So I don't know if the patina is not a part of this loot pool. But it seems to just drop the more rarer blueprints in general. I've seen some people get the snap hook from it. And as we've got an extended mag from it, a silencer from it, which is kind of crazy. Let's head ourselves up to this next building. That bin wasn't lootable there. Once again, same repeating building once again, which gives us a couple more cupboards and drawers to search, some plastic and some metal. And there is our first Wolfpack Blueprint during this run. Heavy parts there we could add back in. Kind of crazy just to get this from a random cupboard like this. We can continue looting. There's more drawers and cupboards around. See what else we get. Get more XP. That Wolfpack is safe boxed. And this is the last building of Ruby Residence, I believe. I'm going to grab a couple more rubber parts and items like that in general. Just double checking there. We can stack that. We can. We also have this suitcase down here. And there you go. That is our first blueprint. So that shows you that the Ruby Residence building has a good chance for giving it. And the Pale Apartments building, because they're the exact same. You also have the same chance there. We're going to just carry on looting and doing the same run here. But we will head ourselves over to the last area you can earn it as well. Like I said, upstairs you can earn them. And this is our last room of the Ruby Residence, as well as behind the stairs, which I don't believe we've done just yet. Trying to grab my seeds there, but I don't pick them up. I think I need them. I think I'm so excited now that I got the Wolfpack round that I'm just like, my head's like, I'm looting, but am I really looting? We want them processors. They're needed for crafting. Very important. Can be rare to get. So there we go. Last building done. We've jumped out of the window. I think I'm so excited, though, that I'm going to go back in just to double check that I didn't miss anything, because I'm like, oh my god, I've got the Wolfpack. Did I even loot everything in this building? I'm not even sure. So I'm just making double sure. And this tells me that when I go through this room here, that I have looted it, and then we can work our way over to the pan house, which actually has the best spawn for blueprints. So let's head ourselves over there. This building has a slight different layout compared to the other one. There are two corners to this room, and on the first floor, the room behind you is the main room for your blueprints. The second floor up, it's the first door you get to like this. So this door above you will be the second main floor door, whereas this one over here is your main one on this floor, which has the best chance of blueprints. And there you go. You can see we've got an extended barrel blueprint there, which is quite rare. And I'm leaving my humidifier behind, which I actually need for my expedition. So I'm actually quite upset that I've left that behind. But hey, we got two blueprints. So when you head upstairs, instead of turning around and coming to this back door, you want to go to the closest first one, as that's where your kitchen is. And then upstairs, it's all connected into one. And I don't believe the upstairs has a great spawn for the blueprints, but that is pretty much your whole run. So you run across the whole back of the map along this line, and this is how you get your best chance at these rare blueprints in night mode. Like I said, you can also do this in day, but the chance of finding blueprints is much more rarer. I did manage to find the electric trap on day mode, and the anvil silencer on a never night mode, as I've done this twice on night. And I would love to know how well you get on with this and if you manage to find things. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone, but this has been the craziest best luck for me for following a run. And once again, a shout out to York. His YouTube link is in the description, because that is where I first saw this run. And I kind of got everything I want now, so I'm just going to breach some things. And we hear the extraction. I'm like, kind of want to get out, but I'm like, we might as well check everything. As you can see, we've got another cupboard up here. We got a toaster, but don't need the wires anymore. Do I even grab the seeds out of this one? I do grab the seeds. There you go. You do get a few seeds on this run as well. I think that's pretty much it, though. I think we're going to head to the extraction as someone's called it in. And I'm not really too bothered about dying because it's in my safe pocket. So let's head over to the extraction and see how we do.
Don't shoot! Hey, don't shoot! Thanks!
And there you go. We meet a lovely friendly by screaming, "Don't shoot!" as we run over. And there's your loot run. 2 blueprints in that run, 1 in the other run I did. So if you have a chance of night mode dam, this is definitely the run to do. Raiders, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If this video has helped you in any way, please leave a comment. Please leave a like, because it would really help. Thank you so much, and hopefully I catch you topside, Raiders. Catch you next time.